Hello, thank you for joining us again. This is Casey Milford, lead developer with Thought After Software. Today we're going to walk through the Bazam application from the Guardian standpoint and approve some of the chores that we completed in the Heroes example video. So we're going to walk through that and look at the chores and rewards from a Guardian standpoint. Again, the first thing we do is we log into the site. We go to mybazam.com, click sign in. We're going to use the email address we signed in with. It could also be a Guardian that was invited after the initial setup. And we're going to remember us on this computer and sign in. We're taken again to the default Heroes screen. This time, instead of going into one of the individual heroes, we're going to click on the admin shield at the top. After clicking on the admin shield, we were prompted for the passcode that was set up during the initial account creation. This passcode is given to all the Guardians so that they can log in to the admin section as well. It is different than your password for the account. You notice it's only 4 digits long, and it is only digits, 4 characters, sorry, it's only digits. So we go ahead and log in, and now we're taken to the admin screen. It's laid out the same as the Heroes screen. We have the navigation at the top here, and you see the back button to take us back to the Heroes page, Guardians to administer the Guardians for this account, Heroes for this account, rewards and chores. The default page is the chores page, and then we have the same emblem here that we had before, except for this Guardian account. Okay, if you recall from our Heroes video, we completed several chores. For one of our heroes, we completed these 3 chores, and we completed the piano practice for another hero. So what you see here is each of the chores and the information about the chore. So the user that did it, it's also the hero that did it. It's also the emblem that's off to the left here. The name of the chore, the point value of the chore, the scheduled date it was to be completed, and the date it was actually completed. Then the icon for the chore. This gives you a quick visual clue as to who did the chore and what the chore was. So right off the bat I can see Trillian did her homework and the date it was done on, the number of points it was worth. So I know that Trillian completed this. I was there, I maybe helped out, whatever, so I can mark it as approved. Tennis practice, I took Trillian to tennis practice, so I can go ahead and mark that as completed. Feed the cat. She said she did it this morning, and it's a bonus chore. I didn't see her do it, and the cat's been following me around all afternoon, so I'm going to guess this wasn't done. I'm not going to mark it until I go visually verify. Then Zaffa practicing the piano, I was there and heard him practice, so I'm going to go ahead and check that off. Once I've gone through the list and picked all the ones that I can confirm were completed, then I click the approve button, which marks them all as approved. The points at that point are added to the respective user's point tally, and then they can use those points to request rewards. So for this feed the cat, let's say I go and I find that sure enough the cat was not fed. I can go ahead and mark this one and unapprove it, which will put it back in an incomplete status, and then the other kids, since this was a bonus chore, the other heroes have a chance to do that chore at this point. So we'll send it back, and we'll get this message saying there's no complete chores to approve, and go see if they need any bonus chores to get them started. We're going to jump into edit the chores next. That's going to be the next thing we look at. We can see a list of all the chores here and who they're assigned to and whether or not they're a bonus chore. And we can delete, let's say, delete a chore, put away the lawnmower if we determine that, maybe it didn't work out, our kids are still a little too young to do that one. We can click the delete, we'll get a confirmation, and we can go ahead and say OK, and it'll be removed from the list. Next, let's say we want to add a chore. So we go ahead and click on the Add Chore button. And this is pretty straightforward. We have a name for the chore. Let's say it's going to be brush your teeth. And we can look through the description. This one's pretty straightforward. We don't need to add any detail. If you were doing something more complex, like maybe clean the bathroom, we want to actually list out what that entails. So, you know, scrubbing the toilet and the shower or whatever. Next, for an icon, right off the bat, we see this brush teeth icon. But you know, you can scroll through all of the different icons that are available and look for one that best fits the task that you're creating and pick one. Right now, it's a visual scroll. We are looking to add, you know, tags and things like that, so it'll make it easier in the future. There's quite a few icons available, so you just scroll through until you find one that matches. Next, you know, I'm not going to reward my older two heroes here for brushing their teeth, but Zaphod, it might be something Zaphod needs to work on. So we're going to set a schedule for this to repeat daily, and we're going to go ahead and start it today and just say that it never ends. You could also pick if you wanted it to repeat weekly or monthly, or not repeat if it's a one-time chore. You could change that here, change the start date, have it repeat every 2 days, you know, whatever it calls for. For this, though, we're going to have it repeat every day. You need to brush those teeth every day. And for points, you know, this is something that I really want Zaphod to do. I'm gonna set the points a little higher. The way we structured our points is that a point is worth roughly what would be a penny. And so that's why we created that reward that you saw earlier, $5 for 500 points. It's roughly a penny is what we set our scale to. But you know, other users have set these different. Maybe a point is worth 10 cents, and so then 50 points would be worth $5, and some of these chores would be worth a lot less. So we're going to save now, and the chore has been updated. We'll be returned to the chores list, and if we scroll down here, we should see brush your teeth at the end of the list here. If we go ahead and go back out of the admin panel, and we look on Zaphod's list of chores, we should see here brush your teeth as a 5-point chore. We'll go back, return to the admin panel, put in our passcode again, and now we're going to take a look at the rewards. So we click on this trophy here, and we go into the list of completed rewards, or requested rewards, I'm sorry. You'll notice that the default rewards page looks much like the default chores page. It's got a list of the rewards that were requested, and here we have Trillion requesting riding bikes. It's a pretty easy visual cue that costs 20 points, and since of course we want Trillion to go ride bikes, we go ahead and check it and approve it. You could unapprove and send it back to the user or the hero just as easy as it was to approve it there. Next, we're going to edit rewards and see what that looks like. We have a list of just like the edit reward or edit chores page, we have a list of all the rewards here, and we can go in and edit any of these existing rewards by clicking on this edit icon. We can also add a new reward, so let's go in here. Maybe I'm having a hard time thinking of a reward or something. I can scroll through some of these icons. I don't think we have one for computer time. That sounds like a good one. So let's say 30 minutes of computer time. And we'll go ahead and put a description here. Let's say the activity, no, let's say web page must be approved by Guardian. Go ahead and add that there so that they know they have to come talk to us about. And we'll go ahead and set this for all three of the heroes. And let's give it a point value of 25. And we'll go ahead and save this. And the reward's been updated. We'll be taken back and we can see it down here. 30 minutes of computer time. Web page must be approved by Guardian. And the available users. Now, if we go back and look at the new, log in this Trillion here, go look at the rewards, And go ahead and scroll to the rewards. We should see our new 30 minutes of computer time, 25 points. We could request that and go back and approve it in the admin screen. And that's all there is to it. I hope you've enjoyed this walkthrough of the admin or the Guardian interface for Bazam. And if you have any questions, please check out our forums or send us an email. Thank you very much for your time. Have a great day.